Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're most welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Thank you so much. So in my last update about This Is Fate, Sonakshi advised Karan and Preeta to consult another doctor and confirm if Preeta can get pregnant or not. And they decided to consult the doctor, and the doctor informs them that Preeta can still get pregnant, and they were happy. And Salah calls Preeta, and she was happy that Karan is supporting Preeta. And she wanted to go to Lunavla to meet Preeta before, but she decided not to go again. That was our last update. Let's continue from there. Sherlyn, who was standing at the corner, thinks that this Karan and Preeta silence is the type of silence that comes before the real storm, and Sherlyn prays to God that God should never let Preeta and Karan remain happy. In the night, Karan was getting ready for the wedding, and Preeta comes there hugging Karan and remembering how Karan was always with her, and then she thinks about what the doctor said, that her case is not impossible and she will be able to become a mother. Preeta started crying, and Karan says that he is not looking that bad. So why is Preeta crying, and why is Preeta looking at him like this? Preeta says that she is looking at her fortune, and Karan asks if Preeta's fortune is written on his face. Preeta replies that Karan himself is her fortune, because when she first saw and met Karan, she never thought that Karan would be this nice, because Karan's first impression to her was not that good. And whenever she met Karan, she always really ate him because he was filled with attitude and arrogance, and she always think that Karan is really rude, but she did not know then that the real Karan Lutra has a really big heart. Preeta says that Karan is not only a really nice person, but Karan is also a life partner that every girl thinks in their heart to get, and she is really lucky to have a life partner like Karan. Karan says that he is also lucky because he only needed Preeta in his life, so he is really lucky as well. Preeta replies that Karan was in her fortune, and after meeting him, she got to know how to laugh, and Karan taught her how to fight. But it is another topic that she mostly fights with Karan, but she feels that Karan changed her rather than how she changed Karan. And whenever she feels that there is no way out and she cannot do anything, Karan always takes her hand, and Preeta asks that how does Karan do it? Karan replies that because he is the Karan Lutra, so he knows how to perform magic. And Preeta laughs, saying that Karan doesn't only stop her from falling, but Karan also saves her from being weak and losing confidence. And Karan is not only her fortune, but her strength as well. And Preeta started crying. But Karan kissed Preeta's forehead and says that Preeta should not cry because it doesn't feel nice whenever Preeta cries. And Preeta promised that she will try not to cry again. Karan says that Preeta has said a lot about the Karan Lutra, but Preeta never told him how he is looking. Preeta then asks Karan to wait, and Preeta applies the tika on Karan's neck as it would protect him from bad omens. And Karan was staring at Preeta, and he holds Preeta's hand and hugs her while a song plays in the background. And they both started smiling, remembering how they used to laugh even at the small moment, and how they also cried together when Preeta revealed the bad news regarding her pregnancy to Karan. Sherlyn was in her room and she sees herself in the mirror, and in anger, she remembered when Kritika laughed at her and how Kritika says that she was looking like a pig. Prithvi enters the room and Prithvi says that Sherlyn is looking really beautiful from the top to the bottom. But Sherlyn replies that her beauty is not Prithvi's concern, and she asks Prithvi if he has done what he asked him to do. Prithvi asks that what does Sherlyn mean, and Sherlyn replies that she is asking if Prithvi has made Kritika cry out blood for laughing at her. Prithvi asks that why does Sherlyn not understand that Kritika doesn't mean it, but Sherlyn replies that she will remain Sherlyn Rishabh Lutra until Prithvi help her take revenge by punishing Kritika, and Sherlyn angrily leaves the room. And Prithvi wonders why did he even come into this room when Sherlyn did not even call him. Sherlyn was walking and Karina stops Sherlyn, asking that why is Sherlyn so angry. Sherlyn explains that someone made fun of her, so until she managed to teach the person a lesson, then she will not be comfortable. Karina asks that who is the person, but Sherlyn tells Karina that she will not reveal the person's name until she take her revenge, and Karina advised Sherlyn to cheer up because they need to attend the wedding. Prithvi coming out says to himself that Karina doesn't know that the person that Sherlyn is talking about to punish is actually Karina's daughter. Karan and Preeta were in the room, and Karan says that he hit the jackpot because he got married to Preeta and he is really the luckiest man. Karan says that Preeta is also really lucky that he got married to her because Preeta was about to get married to Prithvi, and this would have ruined Preeta's life. Preeta says that but Karan was also about to get married to Mahira, and they would not have been together if she did not disguise and marry Karan instead. But in reality, they only get married to the ones whom they are destined to be with. After chatting a bit, Preeta says that they need to leave for the wedding, but then Preeta says that she needs to go to Sonakshi first. And Preeta asks Karan to come to the wedding early because the puja would have started. Preeta turns to leave, but Karan calls her from behind and asks if she is forgetting something, and Karan turns his face so that Preeta can kiss him, and Preeta comes beside Karan and kissed him on the cheek, and she quickly rushed out. Achala gives the priest the samagri for the puja, and Shrikant tries to signal to Achala to stop, but Achala signals back that she will not stop anything. Shrikant then calls someone asking that where is the person, and the person should bring the proof and come at the resort, and Shrikant ends the call. Shrikant quickly goes to stop Rajat and he tells him something, and they both leaves and Shruti notices them. Yashvardhan asks Shruti that where is Preeta, and Shruti says that she doesn't know where Preeta is. Shruti then quickly asks Yashvardhan that was Rajat's marriage with Sonakshi fixed, but Yashvardhan says that he did not know anything, and Shruti quickly changed the topic, saying that her sister is calling her and she leaves. Rajat comes to Yashvardhan and takes his blessing. Karan also comes there and says that now Rajat is going to become part of the married men family, and Rajat replies that he has revealed all the secret, so now he would be married and he cannot wait. The priest calls the groom for the prayers to start the wedding, and Rajat was about to sit at the wedding altar, but Shrikant stops Rajat, warning him not to go with the wedding because it is not right. But Rajat asks Shrikant not to do anything because he will get married to Sonakshi at any cost. Yashvardhan gives his blessing to two girls, introducing them to Achala as Sonakshi's cousin, and the girls ask Achala that where is Sonakshi. Achala calls Shruti and says that Shruti should take the girls to Sonakshi and they should all bring Sonakshi downstairs together, and Shruti goes to Sonakshi's room with the girls. Shailene saw Kritika smiling, and Shailene says to herself that Kritika can smile as much as she wants now because by tomorrow, Kritika's smile will be snatched and it is Prithvi that will do the job for her. Prithvi, leaning towards Shailene, asks if she said something, and Shailene says that Prithvi knows what she is thinking in her mind, and if Prithvi doesn't do what she asks him to do, which is to make Kritika cry, then her relationship with Prithvi has ended. In the room, Sonakshi was worried because she was not able to get ready all alone, and suddenly, there was someone at the door knocking. Sonakshi asks that who is it, and Preeta says that she is the one, and Sonakshi opened the door and asked Preeta to come in and help her tie the dupatta. Preeta put her entire effort to dress Sonakshi up, and Sonakshi says that even though Preeta is not her sister, but then after spending some days with Preeta, she feels like Preeta is her sister with whom she can share all her feelings with. Preeta says that Sonakshi must not get emotional now because today is a really big day, and Sonakshi can get emotional at the Sentford ceremony. Sonakshi says that they will not be able to meet after the wedding, but she will come to Preeta unannounced because she needs to take some lessons from Preeta on how to be a good wife and control her husband. Preeta replies that there is no need to control her husband, but she needs to consider her husband's family as her own family. And then Sonakshi will be so busy taking care of her family that when she even calls her, then she will say that she is busy. Sonakshi asks Preeta not to say such things because she can never tell Preeta that she is busy. Preeta smiles and says that now Sonakshi is ready to go downstairs, and Shruti comes there with Sonakshi's cousins asking that what are they doing because Rajat along with the wedding altar are waiting for Sonakshi to come, and Preeta performs the final rituals and then they leave the room to go downstairs for the wedding. Preeta and Shruti along with Sonakshi's cousins bring Sonakshi downstairs to the wedding altar, and Sonakshi takes the blessings of her father. Rajat and Karan put forward their hands for Sonakshi to come, but Sonakshi takes Karan's hand instead of Rajat's hand, and Karan gives Sonakshi's hand to Rajat, and both Rajat and Sonakshi sit at the wedding altar, and Karan goes to stand with Preeta holding her hand. Raki asks Grandma that the wedding anniversary of Karan and Preeta is coming soon, so she thinks that they should let Karan and Preeta perform the ritual and renew their wedding vows after Rajat and Sonakshi are done with their wedding, since the wedding altar has already been set. Grandma replies that she feels that they should do Karan and Preeta's wedding vow renewal after their children are born, and Raki also agrees, saying that it would be good for Karan and Preeta's children to also witness their parents getting married again. Shriti was sitting and Janki asks if Shriti has told Samuel the real reason she came to Sonakshi's wedding. Shriti replies that she doesn't understand, but Janki replies that she knows that Shriti came to the wedding to make sure that Samuel doesn't fall in love with any other woman. Samuel was standing there hearing their conversation, and Shriti stands up and says that no woman can come into Samuel's life because she is the only girl in his life. And Shriti looks back and she was really nervous after realizing that Samuel was standing behind her all along, and Shriti asks that what is Janki doing and if Janki wants her to kill herself. Rajat and Sonakshi were performing the wedding rituals, and Karan says that he is really happy for Sonakshi because Sonakshi is looking really nice, and she is even happy that she is marrying Rajat because Rajat is also a nice guy, so they would be a perfect couple. Preeta says that this means that Sonakshi and Rajat will be a perfect couple, just like she and Karan says yes, just like them, and Karan and Preeta smiles, leaning onto each other's shoulder. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.